Hey, it's Seth Green here. Welcome to the latest installment of the 9-Day College Financial Aid Challenge. Let's recap. We've talked about the 5 ways to pay for college. We have talked about the 4 main sources of funding for college, the places you're going to find the money that is not in your own pocket. Hi, thank you, my wonderful wife, for the nice compliment. We talked about the most important number for college, which is the expected family contribution. We talked about the second most important number for college financial aid, which is the percentage of need met. We talked about why it's important to know what the percentage of need met is and how that splits between gift aid and self-help aid before you even apply to colleges. We talked about how school selection is so important because it can make the difference between, being really upset and being really happy, and affect obviously their life and their financial situation if we select schools that we know the package they'll be giving us before we bother applying. So we will know how much we are on the hook for. We will know that we can afford it. And that way, when and if they get in, we will know we can pay for it, or that we're comfortable with the amount of debt our students will be undertaking. A large percentage, there's $267 billion of college student financial aid debt currently being held by Americans over the age of 50. That's really scary. So if you're over 50 and you are still paying off your student loans, and then you have kids who are about to hit college, and perhaps you'll help finance some of them, you might be taking out more loans for your kids and you're still paying out loans for yourself. So that's a double whammy. And it's really, really important. Yes, that is not good. It is not good at all to be paying off your own student loans while incurring new student loans for your kids. So that's why you've got to plan all of this ahead of time so you don't end up in this situation unless it's too late, in which case we'll certainly try and help. So we talked about how there are 2 types of financial aid. There is need-based financial aid that is solely based on your expected family contribution and your financial situation. And then there is merit-based financial aid, academics, athletics, honors programs, how much the school wants your child, your student to attend there, and what free money they can find and free up to give your child to incentivize them to come. We talked about the financial aid leveraging process and how the school's financial aid departments, their job is to determine what is the minimum amount of money they can give your student and still get you to come, because it increases their own profit margin and they have numbers they have to hit as well. So, and in our last episode yesterday, we talked about how to negotiate for more financial aid, whether it's need-based or merit-based. Now, you have 2 choices. You can handle all of that on your own. There are millions of parents every year who do. There are parents who do nothing about it. They don't negotiate. They don't appeal. They don't know that you can. They don't know how. They just accept whatever offers the schools give them, and they pick schools solely based on where the student thinks they want to go without evaluating the financial aid and the financial aspect ahead of time. Or you can have us help you. So I'm going to make you a very special offer today. We are going to calculate your expected family contribution for free. Now, our initial college analysis, we normally charge $197 for, but as a marketing test, as part of this Facebook Live, as part of this video challenge, we're going to give it away for free. So what that means is we will go over all the numbers with you, crunch them with you, and calculate your expected family contribution, both the FAFSA public school number and the profile private school number. Why is this important? Why can't you do it yourself? Well, you can, but it's not going to work. Let me explain why. Last year, we had a family come in, and the wife was incredibly upset, very, very upset, and the husband said, "I don't even know why we're here." And she said, "Well, my husband found a free online EFC calculator, and he plugged in our numbers and he calculated it. And that number is $30,000 a year, and we can't afford that. And we only have one child and our only son. Our baby's not going to get to go to college. I don't want him graduating with debt, and we can't afford to pay for it, and I don't know what to do." And the husband said, "I already did this online. There's nothing that can be done. I found an online calculator. I did it right." Well, he may have entered the right data, But the online calculators, most of them are not very good. I'll just use that polite way of describing it. So I said, well, I don't know what online calculator you used. I can't vouch for whether or not it's accurate or not. Let's just see what happens. So I went through the process with them, took them through it, ran the calculations, and instead of being $30,000 a year, their EFC was about $12,000, less than half. The wife was in tears of relief, going, "Oh my God, we can afford that." In their particular situation, they had decided, both the husband and wife were putting away money into their 401k, and they had decided they were each putting in over $500 a month into their 401k. They were going to cut their 401k contributions by $1,000 a month total to pay the $12,000 EFC so that their kid could go to school and graduate with no debt. And they were going to make sure, luckily, some of the schools they applied to happened to be schools that met 100% of need, so that they were going to be able to afford, all they had to pay was their EFC. So they were hugely relieved. They were very excited. And the husband said, "Well, geez, I guess those calculators aren't very good." I said, I mean, there's dozens of them. I can't speak to their accuracy or not. I have yet to have a parent who did one online where the number matched ours. And our number seems to always match the number that the FAFSA, when you fill out the FAFSA, it tells you, it spits out, here's what your SAI or your EFC is. And magically, every single time we've done one, and then had the parents, we do the FAFSA for them, magically the numbers match. Our software, as of this moment, has matched exactly, pretty close, within a few dollars every single time, what actually comes out on the FAFSA. I have never seen an online calculator that was right. I have never seen anyone that was anywhere close. So I would tell you, if you do it yourself, you're going to get the wrong numbers. If you even calculate the numbers, you're going to have potentially disastrous results, because you might think you can't afford college and you might actually be able to. You might be like that family who thought, oh, well, it's over, and they didn't know what they didn't know, right? You wouldn't do brain surgery on yourself. Don't try and do your college financial aid planning yourself. Do millions of people do it every year? Yeah, absolutely. Do they all overpay for college? Pretty much. So if you follow the link that is showing on your screen, bit.ly/college schedule, the C and the S have to be capitalized. They're case sensitive. If you type that link into your browser, it will bring up our calendar. Grab a college cost consultation. They are, because you came in through this challenge, they will be absolutely free. We will waive the $197 fee, and we will calculate your expected family contribution for you so that you know exactly what you're looking at and exactly what you're in for. So go to bit.ly/college schedule. C and the S are capitalized, and I will see you on your college cost analysis. And we will also see you back here tomorrow for the next installment of the College Financial Aid Challenge, when we've got another something very exciting to announce as well. See you tomorrow. Go schedule a time on our calendar now.